Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. Before I begin, I would just like to thank everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate all of the positive feedback that I have been getting from you. Thank you so much. Also, I know that there have been sound issues. I hope that I've fixed them. If you still have trouble to hear me, could you please leave a comment in the comment section below this video. This is a general reading, therefore it may or may not resonate with you. Take what does and leave the rest, and check your moon or your rising sign or both for your messages. This is for the sign of Scorpio, and it's for the last 2 weeks of January going forward. These energies can play out from the time you view this video outwards to about 6 months. So the overall energy, we have the World from this from the Rider-Waite deck. It's here. Now, I just noticed that under that we have the Five of Swords, and that really fits in with this. This is a completion of a cycle, but you haven't begun the new one yet. There's something missing, or there's still something that maybe you have to deal with, and I think that this is what it is. I feel that this card represents looking back over what you've been through, what you've done, how far you've come to get to this point where you are now, to completing this cycle. And it reflects somewhat of a sadness. And I feel that you are still trying to come to terms and to deal with this, and I think this is why you have not stepped out of that wreath yet. Although you have had some sort of hollow victory here, you still need to deal with that in order to step out of that wreath. And at the bottom of the Sibila, this confirms this actually, because we have melancholy, which it's just a temporary state of mind. But it's feeling sad and withdrawn, a little distant. So at the center of the reading, we have Temperance. And Temperance brings in healing. Now, I believe this is a relationship that had a lot of issues. Perhaps you're even separated at this moment or thinking of leaving. But know that with Temperance, that this relationship can be healed. If the love is still there, it can be healed. And divine forces are working through you to make something happen for you. But remember that everything is in divine timing. And there are always lessons to be learned. And you must have learned something out of this. And if you don't know already what that was, you will. Now, Temperance also asks that you not become overwhelmed by things that are going on around you, and try to balance your emotions. This is a relationship we have the Two of Cups here, and we have the Seven of Coins next to that. That, I feel, this is or was a relationship that you really thought that person was your partner for life. You really had a connection at the soul level. This card can represent two people or you in a company. It could be you in a project, but I really feel that this is a relationship. And some sort of betrayal happened with the Ten of Swords down here, where that left you feeling like the relationship wasn't balanced, and you were perhaps giving more and your partner wasn't giving enough or putting enough effort into the relationship. On the Ten of Swords, we have the house, and that can represent a home, security, your family. But it can also be an office. That's why I said this could have to do with work or a project. With that, I have the friend. And this can mean a relationship around you that has helped you learn something about yourself. It also indicates positive news, this card. And the 10, let's remember that this is the end of a betrayal. Whatever this was, it's over. And you're looking back at what happened. And you're reflecting. And you have learned something from this about yourself. You may have or will speak to somebody who's older than you, who will give you good guidance with regards to this and what happened. And perhaps help you gain that balance back. Over here we have the Five of Cups, which shows you reflecting on what happened and not seeing the opportunity that's still there. Or reflecting on what happened in that relationship and feeling unable to forgive. And this was, I have the card of wedding, which indicates that it was a commitment, a bond, or an agreement of some kind. If you weren't married, you were living together, or you were dating, or some such thing. And then I have the female significator, so that would represent you. And which goes quite well with the Five of Cups, weighing the pros and cons of a situation. A final verdict. So it speaks about a decision that you need to make. And then I have the card of surprise or unexpected joy, which is a situation that started off really bad that turns out great. So that tells me that you will turn around and look at those two cups that you have left. Now, the Five of Wands next to that and above the King of Cups, which does represent Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, tells me that you are having a lot of struggles internally with regards to this whole betrayal, this whole situation that happened. Now, this could also have been gossip that started this up also with the Ten of Swords. So you would have to figure out what's true and what's not. And can you forgive? Can you heal this relationship? With the Knight of Swords here, the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups, which is you, you're back to back. The King of Cups, he's looking out to the future here on the exit card. And the Knight of Swords is charging forward into that betrayal. So I feel that this is, again, remember that swords are your thoughts. In your thoughts, thinking. And, you know, with the enemy card I have here, I believe that you're your own worst enemy. You should, I feel, seek guidance from someone. I believe that the relationship did break up. There must have been some huge fight, some huge conflict that came in. There is a card of sorrow here. And we see that up here. Sadness, regret, loss of faith and hope. But you have temperance. And the King of Cups. You could be over emotional at this time. And I think that seeking guidance from somebody will help you regain your balance and get a clearer view on this so you can take a decision. Use your intuition with the King of Cups. But, you know, at the same time, you have to be clear about what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So a conversation needs to be had here. I wanted to take this out a little further. So on the King of Cups, we have the letter. And this is, I feel that this is good news coming to you. And you are going to receive a visit from someone. And I think this has to do with this letter, this news. And you will have a choice to make with the path. And I feel that we have the heart here. And the heart brings in love and happiness. And on that we have the fish, which is let your intuition guide you. Again, it speaks of money and happiness coming to you. And at the bottom of the Lenormand, we have the sun. So this represents happiness, joy, contentment, emotional fulfillment, having it all. And it's with positive cards. So whatever happened back here, we know that it's going to work out in the end. You do have love and happiness coming back into your life, even if you feel this terrible loss of faith and sadness, loss of hope right now. It will turn around for you. Remember, a situation that started off bad turns out really good in the end with that card. So now I'm going to draw an Archangel message card for you to finish this off. Look at that. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Wow. That's all I can say. So I thank you for watching. If you would like to book a reading with me, the details on how to do that are in the description box below. And I wish you the best of luck. Many blessings. Bye for now.